Today's story is very close to my heart because it gives a powerful lesson with deep, heartily emotions. So stay with us till the end and hit subscribe to the Story Mint. They claim that time is the healer of all things. But to one of the old men, it wasn't time that healed him. It was one mountain and the ability to do a single simple thing every single day. Before the sunrise hit the sea every morning, an aged man was riding up toward Halisan, the highest mountain in Korea. He wore the same old battered pair of shoes, the same little backpack was on his shoulder, and he walked the same path every day. People called him the mountain man in the village. He was skinny, quiet, and alone. He kept climbing up to the mountain even if it was raining or snowfall for almost 30 years. Some people laughed at him. They would ask, "What makes you keep climbing, Grandpa?" And he would just smile, look up at the peak, and say softly, "The mountain doesn't change, but I do." Nobody had a clue of what he was talking about, not yet. Initially, people believed that he was crazy. Then they began to respect him. Each morning, cold or dark as ever, the old man moved slowly, steadily on. The young hikers whispered, "How can he do this every day?" He would just nod, smile, and keep walking. But behind his quiet eyes, there was a story, one of the stories that the mountain knew. Many years ago, he had a wife. Her name was Hana. She loved flowers, laughter, and the morning air of Halisan. Every spring, they ascended the mountain with one another. She always said, "The mountain creates a sense of life in me." But one winter, Hana got sick, very sick. The doctors tried, but she couldn't be saved. When she passed away, the world of the old man became silent. The house was empty. The nights were endless. He stopped eating. He stopped smiling. Every morning he sat by her empty chair and stared at nothing. Then one morning he remembered the mountain, the one on which they both used to climb. He stood up, put on his shoes, and walked toward Halisan. His steps were weak, his heart was heavy, but he climbed. At the top, he gazed upon the sky and whispered, "Hana, I made it," he cried that day. But when he came down, there was something that had changed within him. He felt a little lighter. Thus, the next day, he went back. Then again and again. Days became months. Months became years. The pain didn't disappear, but as he continued to climb, it hurt less. The villagers watched him grow old. One day, a reporter visited. She asked, "Sir, you have been climbing this mountain for 30 years. What keeps you going?" The old man smiled. He said, "People believe that I climb up to get to the top, but that's not true. The reason is that I climb because when I take a step, it makes me feel that I'm alive." The reporter asked, "But do you not get tired of doing the same thing over and over again?" Looking upward to the sky, he said, "When my wife passed away, I believed that life was over. But there is one thing that this mountain showed me. The mountain stays the same, but when you see it every day, you change. You grow stronger, calmer, braver." Years later, one winter morning, the villagers saw that he did not come down. They went up to look for him. At the top, they found him, sitting down with closed eyes, smiling as though he had seen Hana after a long time. Beside him was a small note. It said, "Thank you, Halisan. You helped me keep my promise to live one step at a time." And from that day on, they called the trail the path of consistency. Every step reminded them of the man that made purpose out of pain. It is not only about being successful, it's about healing. It is about being there even when it is painful. One small step, repeated every day, can change your entire life. You don't need to move fast. You just need to keep moving. If this story inspires you, then drop a positive comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. See you tomorrow with a new uplifting story.